Warning, watching the following video will give the government complete and total control over your computer. Not. Hello and welcome to Jaimetud's Nitpicks. Before I get to today's topic, I would just like to proudly announce that I finally got some comments on these videos that are worth responding to. Looks like I've definitely done what I came here to do and started up some discussion about Obamacare. But some people don't seem to feel like I'm being perfectly honest about the bill when it comes to end-of-life services. A message from Professor Otaku has this to say. Psst, hey Mac, you left your tinfoil hat in the other room. How about you go learn what end-of-life services are before you open your mouth again? Ooh, you know what folks? I think I've just been challenged. Cue the music!
Here comes a new challenger!
Alright then, Professor. Let's see where Google takes us when it comes to end-of-life services. According to the National Care Planning Council, end-of-life services include understanding how it works, advanced directives, palliative care, hospice care, choosing where to die, assisted suicide. Oh dear, it looks like euthanasia is one of the many end-of-life services available. I was right after all. Pity. Professor, I think you're the one that needs to start looking this stuff up.
Slap down.
As for the rest of you wondering about the whereabouts of my tinfoil hat, don't worry. I've unfolded it and put it back in the kitchen drawer right where it belongs. So I can use it to cover some food later. But you know what? It doesn't matter anymore, because it looks like that portion of the bill has been struck down. Keep up the fight, boys. You're doing me proud. Okay, so today's topic is Glenn Beck and Cars.gov. You remember Cash for Clunkers, right? That recently failed government program that was meant for people to turn in their older cars for newer, more efficient ones? Cost more to run than it earned? Yeah, that one. Well, a short while ago I saw a video clip of Glenn Beck talking about their website, Cars.gov. And given that this show is all about nitpicks, let's just say I had a little trouble with both sides of the debate. During his show, Beck talks about the trade-in agreement on the website, and highlights a specific part that basically says that your computer is now property of the US government and can be searched at any time by law. And because the website was so bogged down with traffic, Beck had to switch over to a Fox News full screen, which undoubtedly made a few folks curious. As far as my complaints go, Beck seems a little... how shall I say this? Paranoid?
If you log on to this at your home, everything in your home is now theirs?
Basically, and there's nothing you can challenge it.
Well, not your couch, just your computer.
I don't doubt necessarily that what he says about the agreement is true, but he certainly gives the government a little too much credit. Assuming this is true, Beck certainly makes it sound like it's the Gestapo. Under the Bush administration, a lot of people said when the Patriot Act came out, oh no, we can't have that, it infringes on people's rights and everything. Then all the arrests came out and people started saying, oh, that's because of the Patriot Act, you know? But a lot of the arrests that were attributed to the Patriot Act had nothing to do with the Patriot Act, and more to do with, how shall I say this, civil disobedience on behalf of the arrested. It's also worth mentioning here that the government has been trying to crack down on music and piracy websites for years now and just hasn't come even close to finishing it off. That being said, it seems logical to say that every attempt at so-called rights infringement at the hands of the government just isn't so. And even if it was, let's just say that if they continue to try and police the internet at the same rate of effectiveness, we have nothing to worry about.
These are people that just think that they're smarter than us and not only have to take care of us, but they need to make sure that they take care of the things they need to take care of because it's better for the collective.
Glenn, let me make something clear to you. The government cannot control your computer through a website. That's like trying to control somebody else's car with a toy car remote. It just doesn't work. Which brings me to my next point. Government, why even try? Someone tries to give their car away and you put it in the fine print that their computer is now government property? What is the point of this? I have nothing to hide, and I doubt 95% of the people trying to turn into the Clunkers do either. It's pointless, it's another waste of time, it's another epic fail from this administration, and there's no end in sight, for me at least, of how many times they can fail. I mean, what are they going to do? Bust down my door and take control of my computer?
Mr. Sullivan, I have been assigned to seize your computer to collect information about Republicans.
What the hell were you doing in my closet?
Sniffing your underwear, of course. Are you gonna come quietly?
No way!
I wouldn't be too resistant if I were you, Mr. Sullivan. We have a record here of every single MP3 you've ever downloaded.
What? Wait a minute. Some of these I haven't even downloaded in like 10 years.
We don't care. Now, are you gonna come quietly? Or do I have to get physical?
Alright. Fine. If you want my computer, you're gonna have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers.
What are you gonna do with that shit?
My name is Jaimetud, and I will one day drive a government-subsidized vehicle in hell. See ya. I've received a federal order to investigate your computer for information on... Hello? It's a long story.